Under authority of the Mississippi River Commission President, Commander of the Mississippi Valley Division, and my authority as a New Orleans District Engineer, commence operations of the Bonnet Carre Spillway.
On Wednesday, February 27th, the Army Corps of Engineers Bonnet Carre Spillway was opened.
So the Army Corps of Engineers who control the structure make determinations on whether to open the spillway or not. And the way they do that is by levels of river flow. A lot of times that's determined on weather. So if you have a lot of ice melt and a lot of continuous rain through the Midwest, because there's a lot of tributaries that come through and they dump into the Mississippi River and it ends up outflowing into down here in the New Orleans and the Gulf of Mexico. So it all really depends on water.
The opening of the spillway has both positive and negative effects on the community.
Positive effect of opening the spillway is you're protecting communities. You're protecting communities down in New Orleans, you're protecting communities up and down the river because you're trying to get some of the water out of that river, and it prevents flooding. The other effects, the negative effect is that you have to close the spillway. Certainly, our spillway is highly traveled. We have a lot of recreation that goes on there, hunting, fishing. It's well used, it's highly used, and you have to close the spillway. So for the public, you don't have access to the spillway any longer. And then, of course, the river dumps into the Pontchartrain, into Lake Pontchartrain, which oftentimes has some negative effects on the ecology of the lake.
Colleen has been coming to the spillway opening since the very beginning.
They used to have an opening maybe every 15 or 20 years. It was a rare occasion. And school children would come to see it. I'm surprised no one brought the school children today to learn this part of history. But it's pretty much the same. It's exactly the same. All the neighborhood used to come and watch. There used to be much larger crowds than today. I think maybe the weather. Whoever the engineers were that built this were really great. This structure has held up all these years. The cement is special made cement, the concrete. And they've never, it's a very simple structure and it works. This was a beautiful community of farms and sugarcane fields, and they took our land in 1973. Gave my parents 72 hours to get out. Bulldozed the 1820 plantation house.
The spillway is expected to be open for at least a month. With Press Play, I'm Alexis Dukes.